Hey everyone, welcome back. Welcome to the new episode of Inside 6 Yards. I'm your host Yates, and with me as always,
Mr. Tommygun.
yes, good old co-host you are there, young one.
Mate, how good does it feel to be in the new studio?
It's good. It feels good. It looks good.
Yeah.
Everything feels just right.
It does. And look, for those of you that have been following us, we appreciate it, and that have been asking, where is this week's episode of Inside 6 Yards? And we did apologise because we did go a week without, so we could get our brand new setup all ready to go. But you'll probably notice that it looks a bit different. So we're filming on a brand new camera. We've got a whole new setup, as you can see as well, audio. And a new wall. Loves a new wall. Instead of a white wall, we've got a black wall now, with a few memorabilia up there as well, which is good. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the new setup, and we're hoping that the quality that it adds to the show is a bit better. Hopefully, we'll continue to grow and get a little bit better. But absolutely awesome, and we missed it, didn't we? We did. It felt weird not having the podcast in the week and all the organizational stuff that goes on behind and before, and the little bits of researches that we do. Oh yeah. But it was good. It was, a change as good as a holiday. So it was good to have a bit of a break. It was like kind of like a holiday, but not a holiday. Yeah, because you're still going to work.
so like going to going to Mandurah. It's like it's not really a holiday, but it's still a break.
Yeah. You take it. You take it.
Take it over anything, I guess.
No, mate. But how you been going? So what have you been up to the last few weeks, mate?
Look, not too much. Just training, and followed by some more training.
Oh yes, loves it.
So we've had two games, as you've had as well.
Yes, definitely.
It's been, it's quite surprising how it kind of feels back being normal. So we've come out of what was with the coronavirus and the restrictions and lockdown, and we've come out of it. And there is still a bit of normality behind it, but I know there's still. It's like that weird uncle just lurking in the background. It's just there. Yeah. But look, we played Friday night under lights.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah. How was it? Do you prefer playing at night or?
If the temperature's right, it was a bit chilly.
Yeah.
It's not too bad if the lighting's good.
Yeah.
Like Curtin have got really good lights there. I know there's a few other clubs that come under that banner as well. But I kind of do prefer that during the day.
Yeah, for sure.
Also that prepping as well. What you do during the day, diet and all that.
It can
stuff.
Throw out the preparation a little bit. That's what I found anyway. But for me, you might not have this issue, but for me, because I do, have a bit of vision loss. For me, when I put in my contacts, the lights. If the lighting is not adequate enough. Yeah. My depth perception is pretty terrible.
Why don't you wear the glasses? Like, what was that?
The goggles.
Yeah. Davis used to wear those.
Oh man, nah. Like, I just look. I remember actually wearing a set of glasses, but they were kind of like sportish glasses for indoor football, indoor soccer, and I remember getting a ball square in the face. Ouch. Broke them in half.
Jeez.
And after that, I was like, I got to get contacts. Yeah. So it was contacts guy after that.
How did you go your first week of football?
Yeah, it was interesting. So I think the first week, we versed Shamrock Rovers, and to your prediction, mate, you were correct. We finished 1-1. So well done for you for that. They did actually score really early. So they scored, I think it was like the first 6 minutes, I think they scored. And just, a bit unlucky, a few bad defensive clearances that didn't quite get off. And, it happens. And he's just toe poked it into the corner. And I just went, you mother.
I don't know what the beep is on the sound effect.
Yeah, I don't think I have the beep set up. I need to get that set up. But look, and after that, it switched us on. And from there on, I think we were mostly in the game after that. I think we just struggled to finish. I think their goalkeeper made a few good saves as well, so to keep them to keep their side in it, and we eventually got past them and kept it 1-1. So
was it home or away?
We were away at Shamrock, and I tell you what, they've got a really nice setup over there.
That was the next question.
Yes,
so it's good setup.
Yeah, so it's pretty much brand new over there. So they've got a really, really good setup. Like really nice big change rooms with nice new showers and
makes a difference, doesn't it?
Killer difference. But look, credit to them, they played well. I think that the draw was a fair result in the end for the Rezzies. First team, they just got the better of our first team, unfortunately, on that day. But is what it is, and if you're not winning, you're learning.
Well, that's it. And kudos to your team too, to conceding in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah,
it does. It can alter a game
for sure.
So, to keep on pressing and attacking, but then also too, you don't want to press and attack too much because obviously you leave yourself vulnerable.
Correct. Yeah. No. So it is always it's a weird attribute when you go down early in a game. And we've talked about it with previous guests when they come on and they say, oh, if I concede, usually we'll lose that game and stuff like. We talk like Nick Stone and stuff. I remember him saying that. So, but yeah, like for us, it was very important to keep mentally strong and keep just going away at our game plan.
Yeah,
and eventually kicked off, and we got a bit unlucky, with not getting the win. But it's credit where credit's due. They defended well.
You take the draw though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. When you're 1-0 down in the first 10 minutes, you'll take a draw 9 times out of 10. But I think it was the same with their first team. I think we scored. I think we were 2-0 up.
Oh really?
I think.
Yeah.
And they've made a good comeback, and I think it was 2-2 at half time, and then I think they scored the winning goal in the second half. So, look, credit to them. Nobody likes losing at home as well. So, and it was a tribute game to them as well. I can't remember, but we were wearing black armbands.
Oh, okay.
So it was a special moment for them. And the management team as well did give us a good rap after the game, which I was very happy with. So they said that we don't know where Dinella gets their reputation from. They were respectful, they were great, and which is good. So
it's good. It's good to be a part of something like that, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah. No. What about you, man?
We our first game was against Mum.
Mum.
So, yeah. Mum. Look, I've never really played on AstroTurf before properly. A lot
different.
A lot different, but it actually wasn't as bad as I thought.
Yeah,
I didn't wear any skins.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I just wore normal, socks and wore long sleeve skins. And we were 1-0 up at halftime, which was good.
Yeah, you gotta love that.
And then the second half they brought it back to us. So it was a great. I thought it was quite an even game.
Yeah.
We had our chances. They had their chances. And then unfortunately, we had a player sent off.
That can make a difference.
It does change, and then it ended up being 2-1 win to Mum. But look, another one, great facility, great changing rooms, a lot of space, pitch was perfect.
Yeah,
quite nice. Took a little while to get used to with the bounce and stuff.
Yeah, how'd you feel that? Like, did you have any balls where the bounce was significantly affected by the rubber?
More, to be honest, when we're warming up.
Yeah.
In the game,
not so much.
The obviously ball was a bit more faster.
Yeah.
Across the ground.
Yeah.
So it's there wasn't as much rubber that we were trained at. I think Beckingham Angels old place.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of rubber that would be in your socks, and like got home and like I took my socks and all got changed, and there's this rubber everywhere.
Yeah, it's quite interesting, but yeah, no, it is different, and it is interesting to train on, play on different pitches and see how that all goes. But but no, like it just challenges you. It's just a different challenge as a goalkeeper, isn't it?
Agreed. It didn't. There's people that think, it hurts when we land on the ground. I think our captain got a good burn there.
Yeah,
Astro burn on his knee.
Yeah.
But landing on it for diving and stuff, I didn't find it that
hard.
No, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, nah. Depending on what kind of artificial, there is little differences, but usually it's a bit harder. I've definitely always, better safe than sorry, I've always wore some sort of a long sleeve or long compression, something, so I don't get the burns. But if it's a bit wet, was it a bit wet?
No, it was perfect.
Perfect conditions,
perfect weather.
Because when it's wet, it's nice and slippy as well. Very
I
slippy.
could imagine, yeah.
Yeah. So you just have to be careful with that. But it's just all the shit that we deal with as a keeper, really, isn't it?
It's fun. It's very common though, seeing goalkeepers wearing long sleeve.
Yeah.
Sorry, the shirt with the base layer underneath, matching their strip.
We're all for it, mate. All for it.
Yeah. So, last week. So, how did you go? Obviously, we played under Friday night lights.
Yes.
At home. So that was kind of same that happened with you guys. We conceded in the first 5 minutes. And then
there's only other two ways you can go from that as a team. You know, you either sometimes the team's like, oh yeah, no worries, and they shake it off, or sometimes it just has a bad impact on the team and they just go, oh crap, here we go. So it's always interesting to see the team's mental state with responding to a game like that. But
the second one was a penalty in the second half. But look, there's lots of good signs, positive movement.
Yeah,
that's kind of us having a new coach, new coaching staff. Things are going to change, and it's not going to happen overnight. And that's with anything; it's not going to happen overnight
for sure. For sure, no, I completely agree. Like Rome wasn't built in a day, kind of thing. You can't expect results overnight, especially when under a new management team. But in saying that, you do have a decent squad out there. You're not getting smashed.
Well, that's it. Yeah.
You're not going to games and getting completely run over. Besides that penalty, it's like a 1-0 loss, which is very respectable. Especially who did you play against?
Morley Windmills.
Yeah, so that's a respectable side. Like the mid-table side, I think at the moment. Let's have a look at the table. Do you want to have?
Let's have a quick look at the table.
Let's have a quick look at the table. Let's go.
And while you're pulling out that, you can tell us about how you went on the weekend.
Yes. So, who did we play? We played. I can't even. I know we've got Wanneroo this weekend. I'm always just thinking ahead. Who have we got? Who did we have last weekend? We would have had Joondalup.
Joondalup, yes, that's
right. Joondalup. So, Joondalup game was really good.
That was home.
Yeah. And both teams came out with a 2-0 win. So
that's good.
Great win against Joondalup. Tough side. Very close games. So for our game, even though the score says 2-0, it was 0-0 for about 80 minutes. All right, so you put that into perspective as to how the game actually was. Very tough game, very limited opportunities. I made a few saves, not many. Had to come off my line a few times, but yeah, look, I wasn't too active, and that's a good thing. That's always a good thing. But no, first clean sheet in the league for me. I was very, very happy.
That's good.
And that's it's just the beginning for me. Like
upwards and onwards.
Yes, always. So having a look at this, I don't think many people would have expected this. But after 2 rounds in the State League 2, Canning City are at the top of the league. Now, for those of you that aren't aware of the football inside WA, Canning City actually got relegated last season. They actually did get relegated, but they applied for a vacant spot that was left over from Southwest Phoenix during last season because they didn't have a team. So they were the team that got relegated as well. So so they actually applied for the vacant spot, and luckily they got it, and they managed to retain their spot in the State League 2. So with that scare, that obviously provoked reaction from the club, and they got Chris Finlayson down and his assistant. Who's his assistant? Dave Scragg.
Obviously doing good things down there.
Yes. So I did do a bit of preseason down there with them. I did a bit of training. So shout out to them guys. Look, they're doing a great setup. They've got it. Chris has got them set up very professional. That's the only way to say it. He sets a very high standard, and he's brought in a lot of very good players from different clubs, and also a few former NPL players as well. So he's really lifted the quality in the side, and it shows. Two good wins.
4 goals and 1 against.
Yep. So they won their first run against Gosnell City, I believe, and then this week, very tough win against Murdoch. So, that's good. That's really good for them. So below them is Wanneroo. They're both on 6 points, and the goal difference is actually the same as well. So there you go.
Isn't it?
So Wanneroo are definitely a side to be reckoned with this season as well. Probably went a little bit under the radar, I think.
Agreed.
I think people were overlooking them a little bit.
It's a nice pitch down at Wanneroo.
It's very nice setup down there. So we've got them this week, but we've got them at home. So on down at Dinella, we are looking forward to the challenge. Definitely not expecting a walkover. These guys, definitely not. We're expecting a tough, hard game. And it can go either way, to be honest. So it's really interesting. Just, sometimes it just depends on what team rocks up on the day. You know what I mean? Like, even if, one team might be so say better than the other, it's always interesting to see what team actually rocks up on the day. It's very, very interesting. But below them, nobody, there was a few people expecting this, but Kingsley West side, below them, quite interesting to see when they lost their first round against Wanneroo, because that was a very interesting game. I was very interested to see the result in that. But yeah, like what do you think about Kingsley?
Well, I watched a bit of the highlights between Wanneroo and Kingsley there, and it wasn't a bad game to watch. Just from the highlights, it would have been a good game to sit and went and watched. But look, newly promoted to State Div 2 there.
Yeah.
So that would be bringing everything to the table to prove and to show everyone else what they've got.
Exactly.
So they've been on a long journey.
They've got nothing to lose. Like, in retrospect, they do have nothing to lose, but in other aspects of it, they also have a big reputation as well.
Agreed.
So one thing to be wary of there. And then in spot number 4 with 3 points as well as Kingsley, we have Dinella White Eagles. So
top 4.
Top 4 is good. That's a good start. It'll be interesting to see because it's usually the first 3 rounds, I say. 3-4 rounds, that's when the league table starts to take shape. You can't read into it too much over the first 1-2 weeks because, it's like only 1-2 games, it's not much. But when you start to get that 3-4 game marker, then that's when it starts to make shape.
I think we've got, about 6 or 7 games before they do the 2 halves? Is that
the split happens after 12 games from my knowledge. So everyone plays each other once.
Yeah, okay.
So what is it? No, so it's 10. No, yeah, 12 teams. Yeah. So 11 games.
Yeah.
11 games each. So you'll get to play everyone in where the ladder sits after that. After
they divide it.
Yeah, so for round 12, that's when they'll split. And the top 6 teams go into a Division A, if you like, and then the bottom 6 go into a Division B. And then you play each other once.
So it's like a mini night series pretty much.
Essentially, yes. Yeah. And then I think after that, they do a final series. After that, 6 games, or 5 games. After them 5 games, you'll do a final series where the top 3 teams will play against the top 3 teams, and the first place in the division, the B bracket or the bottom 6, go into a finals.
Okay.
And then it will be a finals fixture there. So, look, it's respectable. It's a few people whinging about it, but at the end of the day, it's the best thing out of a crappy situation. A reduced league.
We're playing football.
Yeah, exactly. No promotion, relegation. Oh well. It just gives more time for places like Curtin, who have got a new coach.
Yeah.
Places like Dinella, who've got a new coach as well. People like you could say even Kingsley. so that they can.
This is a year to feel it out.
Yeah, so they can
on.
exactly. So they feel it out, see what they do, and then next season they can go, okay, this is what we did well, this is what we did wrong. This is where we can recruit, and so it's a good little tester. Maybe not for those who have been in the state league for some time, but it
is what it is.
Yeah, exactly. There's no point. There's no point in whinging about it. Just take the best out of it and move on. But yeah, there we go. So below that, we've got Gosnells, Wally Minwills, Morley Windmills, and Joondalup all on that 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
Look, yeah, it's quite interesting.
To be honest, I don't think you can take anything.
Nah,
it's
too early.
It's too early.
Too early.
Yeah, look how many. There's two people have won.
How many teams on 3 points? We got from 3rd spot all the way down to 10th spot, all on 3 points, just separated by goal difference. So
and the goal difference besides Kingsley, obviously, with their win last week,
all within one goal.
Yeah, all within one goal.
Yeah.
So, and the bottom 3, and I'll take that. Is Kelmscott, Curtin, and Balga. So, Curtin and Balga haven't had a win yet, and Kelmscott had their win in the first round.
I was very surprised with that. We both tipped. I think we tipped either a draw or a. Who did they play first round?
Kelmscott.
Yeah,
Kelmscott play. Was it Morley the first round? And I think Kelmscott won 2-1.
I think so. Let's have a look at the results. Let's just go back here. Not round 2. We know about round 2. Let's go back. I like this setup though. This is quite nice. I
was right. Look at that. Kelmscott won.
Look at that. So 2-1. 2-1 win. Look, good. I wasn't expecting that, and I definitely wasn't expecting the Wanneroo Kingsley win.
Yeah.
But look, tough game. I think we picked the rest of it. We picked. You picked a draw for you and Murdoch, and that was close. Joondalup, I think we both picked Joondalup over Balga. Yeah. So yeah, look, it's and we both picked Canning City over Gosnells as well. Yeah. So yeah, look, it's always interesting with the setups and
the first two, like you said, the first couple of games, maybe the first 2, I guess.
Yeah, for sure.
Set up, but then after that, that's the business end of the season.
Yeah.
So it's also the last couple that really make it. So
yeah, nah, feel you there, man. But yeah, let's
change up a bit.
Let's change it up. What do we want to get into next, mate?
Well, I think let's jump into, for the viewers that won't be watching the video, and Rob, this one's for you. Let's go to the football memes. Just because he always says that we watch stuff and you can't really see it. So because he's a responsible young gentleman, not watching while he's driving.
Yes, of course. So, yeah, if you do want to watch us, you head over to the YouTube channel at Tommy Gun GK, of which we just hit 200 subscribers.
Yeah, look out.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. So, yeah, we've just hit over that 200 subscriber marker. So, thank you very much for all the support so far.
Thank you.
Absolutely loving it. But let's get into these football memes because we do love to react to these puppies. I'll put this into full screen, so we got to go to the high.
I think the second left your side.
Yeah.
Here we go. All right. So to everyone, I'm now in control of the lap.
This is the first. I think this is the first time ever Yatesy's been in control of anything
on
this podcast.
Yeah.
Let me finish. All right. Let's have a look at this one. So it says it's the Ministry of Funny walks.
Yeah.
Walks. We're proud to add this banger by the Kalamunda goalkeeper.
So Ministry of Funny Walks, you should know what that's from.
Yeah.
Monty Python.
Yeah.
Classic. So that's, I think that's Curtin who they're playing against there.
Yeah. I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah. But that's an awesome photo. I love where they get these photos from because they're absolutely bangers they are.
Do you reckon they just send them in, or do they hunt? Did they hunt? I
actually had a chat with him yesterday. Really? Yeah, and just through Messenger, and he said he gets so many photos sent to him.
Oh, that's awesome. All right, at least people are kind of helping him out. And oh wow, here we go.
Unbeknown, the Woodvale player, he was going to come out of this encounter second best. Oh
god!
But,
I bet that was like hitting a brick wall.
Oh,
So for those of you that aren't seeing that was basically just a guy in midair, and he's about to jump, but he's jumping, but he's about to land into somebody that's about twice his size.
So the keeper's obviously. Oh no, it's not the keeper.
It's not even a keeper. He looks like a keeper though,
with his hands. Yeah. So he's obviously headed the ball.
Yeah.
Who would that? Would that be Sterling or would that be?
That has to be Sterling.
Because
that has to be. That's like a red and yellow. That's Sterling colours.
Have we got grassroots? No, can't see anything here. All right, let's go to the next one. Oh, so this is Ashfield.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
mate. You're all club.
Yeah. So this is further historians were unsure why future historians were unsure why Nick never had kids. Look, it's a great one. I actually don't think the ball hit him. It's just the way the angle's taken on the photo. But
the photo is just very well timed.
Yeah, I think
but he's got his hands like right up here, and he's just taking it. He's taking it.
It's like how he stepped out the way and say, "Look out! Don't touch me there. This is my no square.
Don't touch me, man. Don't touch me."
Yes, I think we can all relate to this one.
Deflections pissing goalkeepers off since Adam was a boy. Yeah, definitely hate deflected goals.
Oh,
they are the worst.
Yeah,
the worst.
I think there was a couple in the Premier League this weekend too.
Dude, speaking of the Premier League, a few goalkeeper mistakes, like Schmeichel screwing up a goal kick, and even our boy Matty Ryan spilling
unfortunately.
spilling a dive save, and somebody just runs in onto it. So yeah. Hey, look, it happens at amateur, semi-pro, and professional level. You know, like you just can't
everywhere.
Exactly.
This I just want to look at this. This is a curtain one. The referee was not amused by the curtain players' pull my finger antics, and literally both of the players there. Both pointing and both got their finger out, and the ref's just like, what's going on there?
You've just got the ref sneaking into the frame of the shot, and it looks like he's just death staring both of them. Like, what? I'm not impressed with you boys.
It almost too looks like so who committed the foul there?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, where there's
here we go. We got Christian Usato. Shout out to Chris. All right, so a top knot and a purple goalkeeper's kit, the fundamental basics to being a state league goalkeeper. Well, you've got the top knot, mate, but you don't have a purple kit, though.
I don't. I don't mind the purple kit. I'm a sucker for a red kit or all black.
Well, shout out to Chris there. Like, he is rocking the sexy purple SDL kit there. It looks very nice.
That's a good photo. That's a good action photo, that is.
It is a good action photo, and we won't mention the scoreline where that photo was taken.
He had a busy day, and from what I've heard, did quite well considering.
Yeah, well, like, if your defense is not helping you out that much, you kind of... Oh, there's a little shirt tug there.
I don't see anything wrong with this photo, do you?
No foul. Play on.
No foul. The photo, is that Perth? MPL, that is?
That's got to be, that's Floriat in the white, and that's definitely PSC in the light blue, or the Perth Italia.
Yeah. So it's pretty much, it's a blatant shirt grab from behind, and the guy ain't going anywhere.
Yeah. When without fail, without a doubt, just have to make sure your opponent doesn't get the ball.
Well, it's a valid thing. Sometimes you've got to take a professional foul.
Yeah, that is true. You have to pick your tones with it, yeah. And was this? The referee had zero tolerance for shit facial and bum fluff goodies.
Yeah, but check out the referee's mo.
That's pretty classic.
Wow, that is a good one.
That is funny.
A very good one.
That's all Kingsley Westside's new kit, looking very nice in the old Macron.
Cool.
Far out.
David met Goliath.
So this is basically a frozen shot of a clear contacted tackle. And it's like, no contact, play on.
And the ball is pretty much on his left-hand side.
Yeah. It's, this is a good photo.
Love it, eh?
Oh, God. Oh, look, is that a back of a police car?
Yes, it is.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
I think I'm getting a call from my wife.
Uh-oh. You're in trouble.
Oh, no. Isn't that good? We're on the podcast. Okay.
There we go.
All right. Hello, wifey.
Hello, what are you doing?
Well, currently you are on Inside Six Yarns because we are filming our podcast for the first week. But yeah, how's it going?
Oh, okay. No, never mind. I was just calling to see where you were. It's fine.
Yes.
He's okay.
We are in the studio. Can you hear us clearly?
Yes, I can.
No, that's great. No, all is good and all is well.
All right, no worries. I'll see you later then.
No, speak to you later. Bye.
Bye.
Right. There we go. So that does work.
Yeah, so we'll just a little tester out for you there. So we do get phone calls on the Rodecaster Pro, which is awesome. So yeah, our new setup working very fine. And for once, it's me getting the phone calls during the podcast, not you.
Not me.
So is it quite ironic that the first podcast we did, that was like you, but then like the first podcast in the new studio, I'm the one getting the phone call. No, it's brilliant. I loves it.
It worked quite well. It sounded good.
Yes, agreed. Completely agreed there, man.
Right, so that was a few good little memes that are going around at the moment.
Loves it.
To be honest, stay tuned. If you're not on Facebook or Instagram, jump on WA Football Memes. It's a good laugh.
We'll put it there. We'll put a little link or in the video for them. But yeah, WA Football Memes, good fun. Good fun, really.
If you have any good photos, I know he's overwhelmed with it, but just send one through and have a bit of a laugh. It's good stuff.
For sure. What have we got? There was something I wanted to bring up that I think it was about last week when it came into my Facebook inbox, and I really wanted to bring up because I thought it was quite an interesting topic to discuss with you, Yatesy. So I'm going to pull this up now. Just finding it now. Here it is. So there was a topic, and there was a lot of goalkeepers really. They were tossed on it. There was a lot of pros and fors and against, and it was quite interesting to just see what people were thinking with it. So just to give you an idea, so this is what we're talking about is, should there be temporary substitutions for goalkeepers?
It's a very it's a touchy subject. One, obviously the medical side to it. If you do receive a bad concussion, you should come off, or
for sure.
And if it's a significant cut or an injury, they need to be taken off. With the ruling stands that a goalkeeper can receive treatment on the pitch and can stay on the pitch.
Yeah, just like any other player. Yeah.
Well, if you get treatment.
Oh yeah, you get treatment. Yeah,
you got to be off the pitch, and then the next play, then you're in.
Yeah.
So it's a hard one. I think that can definitely change the game. It can be used as a strategy.
There'll be somebody out there that wants to use it as a tactical thing, but
unfortunately, yes.
What was, if you had your way? What would you say? Like what would you prefer? Would you prefer this to be a rule that would be available to you? So, for example, you've went up for a 50-50 ball. You've gone up for a corner or something, and you've got taken out by a high elbow, and you've got cut on your eye. So you've received treatment, and you need to go off for some paper stitches or something. Go off the pitch, get some paper stitches put on, and then you can come back on. So your reserve goalkeeper comes on, fills in for 5 minutes, and then you go back on the pitch. Would that be something that you would like to happen, or would you just prefer to go off and stay off?
No, I think what would happen if that you would stay on the pitch, you would receive treatment on the pitch, and then you'll keep going.
Yeah. So
if the cut is significant, and the trainer or the medical staff think that no, you need to come off.
Yeah.
I would be like, no, I want to keep playing, but on the other side of it, you got to respect their
exactly.
They're trained for that, and it's a
weird one, isn't it?
It is a weird one. It's if you need to come off for an injury, then just stay off, because you could have concussion, you come off for 5 minutes, get checked, you'll be okay, but it's more happens afterwards with a concussion that stuff happens. So
you
need to come off and receive treatment. But it is a good subject. It'd be interesting to see what other people out there think.
Because it's something that's obviously been brought in and it's quite successful in rugby. So this is something that, they do a concussion test. So they take the player off, somebody else comes on to relieve them, and they do a quick concussion.
Inside 6 Yards is proudly supported by 1951 Goalkeeper Coaching.
For more information, visit their website at 1951goalkeepercoaching.com.au.
Or you can find them on Facebook
Or Instagram.
at 1951 Goalkeeper Coaching.
Links are in the description below.
Yes.
Welcome back, everyone. Sorry about that. A few technical glitches just to start off. It wouldn't be Inside 6 Yards episode with a bit of a glitch, wouldn't it?
Definitely not. Nah. So new setup, obviously. New camera. So we are just still juggling a few things there, but we did promise the same poor quality of of content. It just looks better, unfortunately. But yeah. So what were we talking about, Yatesy? We're talking about
this substitution with regarding to, the temporary substitution for the goalkeeper for excess bleeding or concussion.
Yeah, it's look, I think it's a good idea in theory, but in practice, to me, if I can continue, there's no reason for me to leave the pitch. If you get a better treatment, even if it takes 5 minutes or whatever, I think. I'm not sure about it depends on what the person or what they're thinking of using this. So if they're thinking of using this to, hurry up the game so that, go off the pitch, get treatment, other goalkeeper comes on, I think there's no reason for it. I know it's only a few minutes for them to seek treatment, but if they need to seek treatment that's too extensive, then they should just stay off.
Well, that's
reserve goalkeeper comes in.
Because what's to happen if, say, that it is extensive, they do get patched up, and look, it's not going to be, they do a few stitches on the site, but what if it gets reopened again and,
correct.
One of the photos there, it's 10 minutes at a time. That's why we've got injury time for.
Exactly.
To take that in count. But at the end of the day, though, too, like I said before, if the medical team, staff, decide that you need to come off, then that's probably best for you to stay off. There's obviously a reason behind that.
I think it just comes down, like you said, that trust between you and the physio or whatever comes. It's usually a physio, or if you get to a better stage, but more a doctor or something like that. But when they come on and they come in and help you, but
if they ask you, how many fingers you're holding up and you say pineapple, I think it's probably time you need to come off. Or telling your mum you don't want to go to school today, it's probably the best to come off. So
yeah, for sure.
Speaking of don't want to go to school today, this young gentleman here probably wish he was at school. So, what have you got up there, Tommy?
Mate, we pulled up some odds Bible. Look, I just had this come across my feed. Definitely wanted to share it with everyone on Inside Six. I thought, we'll share a lot of videos. Why not?
Sorry, Rob.
We like to talk about and react to these kinds of things. So this is a feed that come through, and I'm just screen sharing on my Facebook now. So when a goalkeeper goes back to playing after a long break, and I think we've all felt like this, but I'm just gonna
let's watch.
I'm just gonna enlarge this just so we can have a bit of a look at it with some music.
Oh, this is me. Yes. Oh, yes, please.
Oh, in the face.
I want one of those machines.
Oh, that machine, you can just see it going wrong, though. Oh, dude. No. I love the defender comes through, just blacks the...
Oh, even better. What was he doing there?
Oh, that's classic.
Oh, the bubble. No.
Oh, go on, son.
I love this one.
Oh, is this where he pushes him?
Yeah. Dude, great save.
Oh. That would be me. Oh, what a shocker. Penalty, too.
At least he said sorry.
That's nuts.
Hit him on the back.
Straight. From the corner. Oh no, the goalkeeper. What's he done?
Thought it was going out.
So he thought it was going out, and it's actually hit the corner flag
and stayed in.
Oh,
Nothing wrong with that.
Jesus, that looks like something you would do, Yatesy.
Never.
Oh, the throw.
What happened there?
How do you do that? That's impressive. Oh, the bobble. The bobble gets the...
Straight in the moneymaker.
Where's this one going?
No.
Oh, yeah. In the face. Loves it. Free kick.
Yeah, right-footed.
Oh, dropped a sitter. Dropped a sitter.
You gotta
Oh, right in the mummy daddy button. Oh, that's just...
top from halfway.
Yeah. Where's the sweep? Oh, there's the sweeper keeper. Oh, he's missed the...
No.
The sweeper keeper misses the launch.
These are all like the worst nightmares. Don't tell me it's the same goalkeeper. Oh, no, it's just different angle.
Different angle.
Oh, and the defender missed it too.
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh, yeah. So this would be a bit more like me.
Yeah.
Have a cheeky beer.
Cheeky beer behind the goals. In the goals.
In the goals. Yeah, I don't think that's allowed. Oh, no.
Oh, dude.
That's scary.
That's hard.
Yeah. A lot of movement.
Head.
There. Oh, that made him into a U.
Oh, these are hard to watch. Oh, that's what you serve right for going with one hand. Serves you right. Right in the face. Two hands.
Oh.
Mother trucker. Oh, that's all right.
Yeah, that's okay.
I don't mind that last one.
He stopped the ball and moved the goals at the same time.
Look at that, crashed in. Look at that. All right, cool. So there's that little video there.
Fun there.
If you do have any cool videos or things you'd like us to react to, just hit us up at our Facebook or even our email, just at inside6yarns@gmail.com. Just hit us up with some videos and we'll have a look. We'll react to it on an episode of Inside Six Yarns because why not?
Why not? It's fun too.
Yeah,
it is fun.
We love these videos.
It does, we do have nightmares of that at night.
Yeah, like it is our worst nightmare for that kind of stuff. That's just what you don't want to happen. You just don't want it to happen.
That's it. You could make 50 good saves in a game. You do something like that, and that's what gets remembered.
Yeah, that is the story of the goalkeeper, isn't it? You make bloody save after save after save, and then all of a sudden, wham bam, thank you, ma'am, and then you're the dud.
Yeah, you miss a kick out.
Then you're feeling like this.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, definitely had to add that sound effect in.
That's all. There's a first sound effect.
Yeah, that's the first one.
In your face.
That is the first one.
I just want to press buttons. So
yeah.
Oh, that's another thing that goes through your head.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's somewhat relevant still.
I would say so.
Loves it. Nah. But I can just imagine you after conceding, just look at your face and then like, yep.
Yeah, just like, damn. And then it's like, all right, come on, we gotta get the boys going again.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
No, mate, but it's what else? What else have we got for our first episode back, mate? What else have we got?
I think for our first episode back, we should talk about our first guest that we're going to have on our
that's naughty.
podcast next.
So yeah, we're gonna have to bring. So obviously, with the new setup, it is a bit. It's a bit smaller, but because of the new, basically the new setup, and we can get people on via phone call now.
Yeah.
So people that might not want to be filmed as well, which is good. So like, if you're not comfortable being filmed, that's okay. We'll phone you up. If you're a goalkeeper, have a bit of a chat, have a bit of a yarn, have some fun. But who is the very first episode? Who's the very first guest?
Whoa, almost fell off
in the new studio, Yatesy.
Well, we're going to have Mr. Stu Duncan on.
SDL.
Mr. SDL.
Mr. SDL himself. So a bit of a fan favorite, bit of a channel legend. We like to talk to him, talk about him, and about his gear quite a lot, and we do both wear his gloves on the weekend as well. Mm-hmm. So,
and his apparel.
Yes, and his apparel.
So it's good. A great guy, great coach
for sure.
It's good to finally get him on the show and have a chat and just his journey really and what he's been up to and doing and done.
It would be nice to get more of a down low on what made SDL. You know what I mean? Like it would be quite interesting. So. Yeah, definitely. We're looking forward to getting Stu on the show. We both have a history of training with him, playing with his gloves. Great guy. Great goalkeeper as well, and a really good old-fashioned coach. I do like the old-fashioned coach.
He is old school.
Very old school.
There's nothing wrong with that.
And nothing. Well, it's one of them things. Like if it works, don't fix it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Agreed.
But yeah, definitely, I credit a lot of my success or my, definitely over the last season or two, definitely under his wing. Definitely helped my game significantly, and being able to make that step from amateur to state league and to semi-pro, I don't think I would have been able to have made that step without his help. So definitely, very happy and very glad to get him on the show as well.
Yeah, should be good. Be good times.
And your current goalkeeper coach, by the way, as well.
Yes.
So yeah, no. Are you still having fun? Still
always having fun.
Rocking out.
Yeah.
And
top knot and all.
Putting you and Stacey through the ringer every Tuesday or Thursday. Tuesdays. Yeah.
Nah, it's good, and it's good to have that little bit of I should say relationship with Stu.
Yeah.
And obviously he's known me for a little while now, so he knows what I need to work on and what my strengths and weaknesses are. So it's good to have someone that has a bit of history with. So then when certain things come into training, you can go, oh yeah, that's obviously why we need to do this or what we're doing.
Yeah, no, it's like, he's always been really good with that. And I think he's a great, he's a great, I'm trying to think of another word for it, but to get to the basics and figure out what you're doing basically wrong.
The fundamentals.
Yeah, and the good thing is that there's no sugarcoating with it. He'll tell you straight as it is, and sometimes that's good, especially as more of a senior goalkeeper. You kind of just want to cut the crap. You want them to tell you how it is and what you're doing wrong and how to fix it, and he's pretty good like that. So
look, you can't be protected in cotton wool all your life. You are going to get criticised for what you do.
Exactly.
And that's in football or in life. And
exactly.
Sometimes you need to take that criticism and look, it makes you better. If you can take someone said something and you can take it on board and change things or adjust things, it's just it definitely creates a good personality too. So but what I do like with Stu's training, every now and then we have a bit of fun.
Oh yeah.
One of the best games that I like that he does is such a simple thing, but just with the trampoline with the mini ball.
Yeah, that old game. Yeah, I love that.
It's such a simple game, but so good.
Yeah, love it. Absolutely love it. But that's good. So I'm looking forward to next week. But what we'll do is to cap things off for this week's episode. I reckon we're going to do a little bit of a preview of this week's games. Well, when you guys get the episode, these games would have already been happened.
It'd be like in the future,
or in the past. All right. So let's look at round 3 of the fixtures. So, why does it keep round 3? Why are you not working? Fixture. If I click on fixture, it keeps coming up with the results. Let's go around. Oh.
There we go. You're getting there closer. Try again.
Nah, won't let me. I'm gonna have to do a manual. El Manuel. Oh no! Just like every episode on Inside 6 Yards, nothing ever goes.
It wouldn't be the same, would it? People would be like, oh, we're not watching this.
Nah, it's not real. It's not real.
No, it's right.
Oh God! I'll get back to this. Let's go. State League Divisions 2. All right, round 3.
Here we go.
We are on it, son. All right, we're up. We're up and running. First game.
Yeah.
Dianella White Eagles versus Wanneroo City at home at Dianella Reserve, 3 p.m.
Good time for a kickoff.
Good, very good time. What's your thoughts, Yatesy?
Well, look, it's going to be a tough game for reserves and first team.
Very tough. Looking forward to the challenge.
Yeah. So your first team won last week, is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
So both teams
2-0.
coming off a win.
Yep.
And also Did Wanneroo win on the weekend? They did. Yes.
Wanneroo, yep.
Yep. So again, both first team and Rezzies for Darnella are both coming off a win.
Yeah.
So that's a winning atmosphere there. And with Wanneroo as well, winning as well. So it's going to be a tough game. It's going to be a physical game.
Yeah, for sure.
And look, I'm just going to say a draw.
A draw.
Yeah, I don't know what the score will be, but I feel like it'll be a draw.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that. I think considering, I think that would be a decent result for Darnell. I think, but you never go into games you wanting to draw, but
of course not.
But I think that would be a fair result. But you never know. It's just one of them games. I think can be quite tight, but it all depends on what, especially being part of that Darnella camp. It's all depending on what part of that team rocks up on the day. Because if it was the team in round one, Wanneroo's got it every day of the week. If it was the team in round two, that's a different ball game. So yeah, it all depends on who rocks up. So yeah, I'd probably say a draw, if not a Darnella, maybe a 2-1 win or 3-2. I see it being a very close game.
Yeah.
But yeah, there you go. So Carramar Shamrock Rovers versus Kelmscott Roos.
Look, it's a tough one. Look, unfortunately, Kelmscott results didn't go their way last week.
No.
I definitely think this week they'll be coming back with a bit of vengeance and you know, wiping off the dirt off their knees and the blood from their face and saying, let's go for round two. So I think they have something to prove here.
Yeah, they definitely do.
I think it's hard. It's really hard actually to call these because you know the teams, and it's like with the Premier League, you're like, oh yeah, blah 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 blah. But this one I think this will go to a 3-2, or it might blow out to a 4-2. Probably to Carramar, maybe being the home advantage.
They do like their home ground, and it's a bit of a track as well. It's like
near
especially
Wanneroo
from
area,
Kelmscott. Yeah. It's a big track. So
just up the honky tonk, and then
right up the
the honky tonk, aka Tonkin Highway.
Classic.
What do you reckon, mate?
I agree with you, mate. I reckon it will be maybe a 4-2. I'd say to Carramar. I see Kelmscott still getting some goals. But yeah,
they've still got a bit of fight. It's only early.
Yeah, exactly. Next game, Murdoch University Melville versus Mum versus Balga.
So I think Balga is sitting bottom at the moment.
Correct. So definitely over recent form, you have to pick Murdoch over Balga. But you never know.
I don't think it'll be a blowout.
No, neither do I. I think it's going to be probably about a 2-0 to Murdoch.
2-0 or a 1-0 win.
Yep.
All right. Next.
Gosnell's Joondalup. Gosnell's at home. This is a tough one. Both teams sitting very close to each other on the ladder. What's your thoughts, Yacey?
Well, I reckon a 1-0 win. It's going to be scrappy. It's going to be good. Gosnell's at the home crowd. Look, it's 1-0 win to Joondalup.
To Joondalup?
Sorry, to Gosnell.
That's like you just talked about the Gossies army and stuff, and then like, and 1-0 Joondalup.
Just to see if you're awake there.
Yeah, I was like,
But then if Joondalup do win 1-0, like, see, I told you I got it right.
That's my draw.
That's your draw?
That's my draw for this week. Gosnell City, Joondalup City, Battle of the Cities. I'm saying, I'd say a 1-1 draw.
1-1 draw?
Yeah, that'd be my draw. Next game, Morley Windmills, or as I like to say, Minmills.
The Woolly Woolies?
Yeah. Versus Canning City.
I really do like Canning City's logo, just completely different. I like Balga's too. It looks cool with the green. Looks like a Leicester, and it looks like you'd find that Canning City logo on a $2 coin.
What do you think? It's a tough one.
Look, I'm going to have to say, being with form what's going on, you're going to have to say Canning are going to win.
Yeah.
Being on form.
That is the safest bet.
But look, it's a home game for Morley, coming off a win. Look,
it's never black and white.
Yeah, I'm going to say again my favourite scoreline 2-1 to Canning.
Yep, 2-1. That's a fair result. I think I'm going to have to agree with you. Canning City FC looking very good this season. I think they're going to be a top 3 side. I really do. I think they're going to be one of the sides to beat very hard. So yeah, 2-1 to Canning City. And the last but not least game of the round 3 State League Division 2 in Western Australia, Kingsley Westside versus Curtin University.
Yeah.
So newly promoted versus Curtin.
Have you seen what it's 5 o'clock kickoff too?
5 o'clock instead of 3. Why?
So I heard that it possibly might be 7. But one thing I was concerned, I look
at Chichester Park as well, by the way. So
yeah, I do vaguely remember this pitch, but I looked at the Wanneroo and Kingsley game, and when they were videoing it, it actually looked quite dark.
Okay.
Now, it could have just been the way that it was filmed. I'm not sure. I was a little bit concerned that the lighting wasn't going to be sufficient enough. I don't know. I don't know what the lumens they carry there and what the criteria is.
They've got enough lumens.
Yeah. But look, 5 o'clock kickoff, a little bit later. To be honest with you, obviously I want to say a Curtin win. Because we want to install that winning mentality among the players.
Yeah.
But look, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be a tough game. I honestly do not know what score because look, we could score first like we did against Mum.
Yeah.
Or they could score first. So
yeah, it's quite interesting, like especially because Kingsley are coming off of a huge battering of Kelmscott Roos from last season. Not last season, last week. First team I think was 6-0 to Kingsley. So I think that was a bit of a wake up call for them hitting Wanneroo first round. They got that loss. I don't think many people were expecting them to lose first round. That people was expecting them to come out swinging.
I'm going to be busy. I'll tell you that.
I think you're going to have your work cut out for you, mate. That's for sure. Definitely, Kingsley are a tough side. They love to shoot, as we've both discussed off of the camera. So they love to shoot. So, mate, just stay on your toes. Man your back post on corners, please. Yeah. Please, for God. No conceding back post on your corners. But I think you'll do well. I'm actually predicting this to be the upset.
Yeah.
So for me, this is going to be a 2-2 draw.
Oh, a draw. Yeah, I was thinking a 2-2 draw or a 2-1 win.
Yeah, I'm thinking this one's going to be the upset. So for me, it's either going to be 2-1 to you guys, right? Yeah. Or Kingsley or Pip.
And just get that one at the end, yeah.
So
it's going to be, like we said, it's going to be hard.
Yeah, but look, that's just our predictions, just a bunch of semi-professional goalkeepers, having their 2 cents. But feel free to say what you think down in the comment sections below.
Agree or disagree?
Yep.
We love the feedback.
We do. We absolutely love it. So that's our predictions for round 3. And we'll see how good we do.
Yeah.
Next week on Inside Six Yarns. But I think that's as good for one episode, man.
That's good.
How do you feel? First episode done, new episode, new equipment, a few minor setups, but looks like we're pretty good.
I saw what's wrong.
Temperature.
We're too hot. We're too good looking. It's burning up the camera.
Okay.
So look, it feels good. New technology. It feels more professional. You've done well, Tommy. You've done very, very well.
So do you want me to do you want to cut it here, or because we don't have a camera?
I think we cut now. I think
we just keep going.
The camera's not
black
ready.
Screen.
We just black screen. We just end it now. So.
All right, no worries, guys. Okay, so just because you can't see us anymore, but obviously we'll get these little issues fixed over the next.
Put your shirt back on, Tommy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, over the next week. But feel free, stay tuned, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and we're going to see you guys next week. But I've been Tommy Gun.
I'm Yatesy.
And this has been Inside Six Yarns, guys. Take care.
Bye.
Stay safe. Clean sheets.
Yeah.
Safe hands. Loves it. Take care.